Monster High did a live action, and everybody was really upset because they portrayed the characters really weird, like Laguna looking like that. Yeah, they did that again, and it's exactly what you would think after watching the first one. To be honest, this movie was very much all over the place in terms of things happening. Like it was just like, whoa, whoa, hold on. So, if you didn't know, in the first movie, they basically ended it off with the happy ending, defeating the monster. And, at the end, they showed the hand on the globe thing. Well, that's actually the witch. That's the witch, which is the villain in this movie. So, basically, it starts out their sophomore year. They're sophomores now, not little freshmen. It's really weird. Okay, I know. You and I know that our ghouls have been freshmen for how many years now? Yeah. Actually, they may have made them sophomores in like some. Also, I did notes. Sorry if you hear me sniffling. I am sick, and yeah, I've had to redo this video several times. So we're gonna try to do this in one go. Hopefully, my phone memory doesn't mess this up. So basically, Claudine goes famous for saving Monster High. Nobody else does, even though they were there. They were there. But Claudine, magically, she gets all the credit. It's Dracula's birthday party that's coming up, so it starts out with them having a little get together, trying to get the year started. And yeah. So Claudine goes famous on social media, which is EekTok. It's literally TikTok, but I don't know how to feel. Why is that canon in Monster High lore that Claudine went famous on TikTok and they were talking about her in like different languages and stuff? It's just, I don't know how to feel. Okay. And basically all the songs are super auto-tuned. You can watch them here on YouTube. You can just look them up and listen to them if you want to hurt your eardrums. Toralei comes back from Scaris. She was apparently out. That's why she wasn't in the first movie. That's what they're gonna say. She was doing like a Monster High exchange thing, and apparently she got stabbed by a witch with this metal silver chirp thing. I don't remember what they called it. If I remember, I'll put it up on the screen. But basically, she got stabbed with that, and now she's got a scar on her arm, and she's basically like, witches are bad. Blah, blah, blah. Classic Toralei. Classic British Toralei, because they had to make her British in the live action and in the webisodes. Really interesting, actually. Let's see. So, oh my god, my notes are like all over the place. So the school is alive now. If you didn't know that, now you do. It's a live it's like, I almost said a live human being. It's not a live human being. It's a live school. So it can like do things. Monster High is its own monster, which is really interesting. So Draculaura meets this boy. And I know what you guys are thinking. What? So, her new love interest, which they don't actually do anything together. Like, they don't date, they don't kiss, they don't do anything. Claudine and, Deuce is something else, but, we won't get into that. We all know the heartbreak of that. And his name is Ellis. I think that's how you say it. I'm gonna put pictures up as I talk, okay? So, you'll get the picture. And basically, they're out, they're casting spells. So, basically, Draculaura figures out that Ellis is also a vampire witch. He's not really a vampire witch. He's actually just a witch. Between you and me. So, This causes some witches to come into their dorms as Draculaura tries to escape back to the dorms, to go to bed because it is past curfew. And she's, getting there. She sees the witches and she's like, they're all like freaking out, Claudine, Frankie, and Frankie, they use electricity because they did like new mutations to themselves so that way they could have a power basically because Frankie didn't have a power for some reason. Frankie, you are goals already. You don't need to be anything else. Like, you are an icon already, okay? Anyways, and electrocutes the school, which causes power outage. And the vampires, oh my god, the witches leave. Because, they get scared off and they leave. They were actually trying to take Draculaura. Fun fact. Yeah. And so after this little scare, Toralai's like, I told you so, like, witchcraft should be banned. And so they end up banning witchcraft for the time being because they don't know why the witches were there. They don't exactly know what was going on. They just don't understand. And Draculaura is like, I'm a witch. Meh. That doesn't sound like her at all. That sounds like I'm mocking Draculaura. Literally not. But basically, Ellis tricks Draculaura into coming and being like, well, if we do this, you can talk to the witches. You can talk to my mom. She's a witch. So she's obviously like, oh, yes, I want to do this. I want to bring peace for the witches and vampires. Like, just peace overall. Because if you guys didn't know, vampires don't like witches because there's like a whole like backstory that I'm not even going to get into because I don't remember it. But if you do remember, you can leave it down below if you want. This is a discussion. I'm not here to tell you exactly everything possible that happened in the movie because then you wouldn't watch it. Now would ya? So this is kind of the background, I guess. This is my summary of it. So yeah, this is just what I remember. Let's see. So basically, he becomes a backstabber and later on in the movie he betrays his mom, but yeah. So Draculaura plays sick and she makes this clone that like farts and plays sick. It's really weird. Headmistress Bloodgood, I don't know why you believed her, but okay. And Claudine and Frankie are both like trying to make sure that she doesn't get caught because they understand this is like something she wants to do, as you do for your bestie. So yeah, Alice's mom tries to use Draculaura as a power source, trying to kill her. Let's see, what else do I have written down here? Dracula is coming to visit because it's her birthday, and now they're screwed, and yeah. So Draculaura gets locked up in this cage, and luckily Claudine's dad works for this company that's like a security company, so he's able to help him through. Heath gets left behind with him because of the fire detectors, which later on they fight the bad guys using him. So, and also behind all this happening, there's an election going on with Toralai and Claudine. Yeah, they could have made that the whole movie. Make Toralai be the villain. No, of course not. So it's just a lot of stuff going on. I don't know how I feel about it. And yeah, Claudine almost dies because she grabs onto the bars and it's like, trying to help her bestie out. Ellis, obviously, he decides to betray his mother because he didn't even know what was going on. He didn't even know. His mom was like the his mom was like the mastermind. He was just part of it, which is really weird that he even like. How did he get into Monster High? Is my real question. Like, how did he get in? Like, do they not do like? I don't know. How did he? Why is he there? How did he get in? And all this is happening in the human world, by the way. Torla ends up winning the election. In case you were wondering. Yeah, so basically, Claudine almost dies and sees the Grim Reaper, and the Grim Reaper's trying to take her in, you know. Yay. Claudine does end up getting Dracula free, obviously, and Frankie's like, you know, wake up, come on. And the Grim Reaper is trying to take her for some reason. I don't even know. And obviously she snaps out of it. And yeah, the cliffhanger is literally the Grim Reaper saying that he wants to take Claudine. So is the Grim Reaper gonna? Where's our girl River Styx when you need her? Literally. So I'm thinking MH is gonna make a third one, but Monster High's team on this movie was just complete ass because like they did not do as much as they did for the first one. They could have made dolls, they didn't. Yeah, so I think that's about it. Oh wait, Deuce and Cleo. I'm doing some wishful thinking. Deuce and Claudine kiss, and they have multiple moments throughout the movie, but I'm not gonna point those out because I don't like the ship, and I don't like it, so it's just weird. Deuce decides to go to a Gorgon trip, which he wasn't originally going to take, and Claudine is like freaked out by this for some reason. You know, obviously she's gonna support it, right? So, you know, she's gonna be. I love doing this, by the way. She's gonna support it. She should have supported it, but she was like, "What? So basically, Deuce is not going to be in the third movie. Maybe his actor. Maybe they just. What the heck is a? It's supposed to like help Gorgons, and it's like something that they have to take. Deuce, you're one of my favorite characters. Please come back because like. I mean, okay, but now we can't have weird little moments with Claudine and Deuce. What else do I have written down that I haven't said yet? I think I said it all. Draculaura would get kicked out of the school if they knew that, like, you know, she was gone. So, in the end, it's just, you know, the happy ending. Ellis just walks away, because why would they have him come back to Monster High and be with Draculaura? Why? Like, where is Claude at, by the way? Like, Claude's non-existent in the live action for some reason, which is really interesting. I don't know where he's at, but come get your girl because Ellis is gonna take her. Sorry, her. Yeah, I think that's all I have written down. I'm sure there's more. You know, there's the election, which could have been its own movie. Like, they could have made that a plot. So, but they didn't. Yeah, Draculaura feels very portrayed, obviously, by Ellis, because, you know, she's like, you didn't tell me? You know, as you would be. So, yeah, and they all just go back to Monster High, and it's like this beautiful thing, and that's the end. And then the Grim Reaper shows up at the end, and that's the leak for the third movie, because Monster High live action does that. I don't really get it. I feel like the plot moved too quickly, and they definitely should have gave Ellis more of a background. Maybe like a movie where it's him and Draculaura go to like a dance together, and just like more coupley moments or something. Like, I don't know, something was missing, and I don't think Draculaura would have trusted him as much as she did in the movie. I don't know. I only watched this movie once because the auto-tune, I had to skip some of the music because it was auto-tuned like crap. Descendants music slaps. Like, where is that with Monster High, please? overall, I give this movie a 5 out of 10. It's not bad, but it's not good either. And if you want to go watch, obviously go watch it so we can get the third one and I can make another video on this a year from now probably, because their budget's probably going to go down, by the way. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know down below. Sorry if it's kind of rushed or anything, or if I left out anything. If I did, just leave it down in the comments and I will heart your comment and I will pin it. And I just want a whole discussion of the movie, and let me know what you guys thought. Sorry if I skipped around a little bit. There's just so much to say about the movie. Like, you can only say so much, and I just feel like I probably didn't do it justice, but I didn't want to do bit by bit. Yeah, that's how I feel about the movie. Just kidding. I just think I miss the old Monster High movies the most. I just feel like we're missing like a whole part of that, and I feel like we're just not connecting to the movies as we were when it first came out, when Monster High first, was a thing and they started making movies. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I'm always loving hearing you guys' thoughts on things, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.